I decided to bring our sails down to the parking lot today and lay them out to inspect them for the first time. They've been in storage for a while and they could be as old as 40 years, so we'll see. Our west sail is a cutter. Other than the placement of the mast, it mainly means that we have one mainsail and two head sails. Let's take a look at all of them. So we'll start down at our tack ring. You can see that the chafe guard, which is leather, is just falling apart. Just look at that. Oh man. So those are easy to replace. There's also some yellowing and some graying, so probably UV damage. It does look like they've done some sewing on this, like some re-sewing. You can see the old stitch holes. So it looks like they've restitched this mast already at least once. So right now I'm laying along a reef line. We have two reef lines on our sail, on our mainsail, and a lot of the hardware, a lot of the grommets and the eyelets are corroded, but not too bad. And there are also these sliders that help the sail slide up and down the mast, and they're actually feeling pretty strong still. They're just plastic. Oh, hi. And these are the sliders along the foot of the sail, and they help it slide along our boom. You can see that there are some spots where some stitching's coming undone, and you've got some significant UV graying as well. I found one tiny hole just a few inches in from the leech. Let's look at our head sails. We'll start with the Yankee Jib. So our Yankee Jib is our biggest sail. I think it's about 305 square feet. All right, so this jib is a powerhouse. It's our biggest sail. Goes on the front of the boat. It slides up and down on a stay that goes from the front of the bowsprit to the top of our mast right now. But we're planning to add roller furling, which will mean that these will be unnecessary, and we'll have to take it to someone who can redesign the sail basically and make it roll up on a big post. Our chafe guards, a little rough on these ones. Probably still just need to replace all the chafe guards on all the sails. But these thimbles seem to be in good shape, and in general, this is the dirtiest sail that we have. I also did a pluck test on this sail, and that means that I took a tiny skinny screwdriver and I stuck it underneath the threads and just yanked on them a little bit to see if they broke easily. And they didn't break that easily, but they did break. So I'm not really sure how to gauge that one. I might have plucked a little too hard. Let's go through the staysail really quickly. I laid it out. It has the same issues as the jib, so I'm not going to go through all of that for you. Just more of the same. So just to recap, all of our sails need new chafe guards to be restitched in spots where the stitching's coming loose, cleaned up a little bit, ideally. And there's a couple of tiny puncture holes that need to be patched. I want to do some book research and some internet research to see about sprucing up some of the hardware too, and just, you know, whether or not we need to replace some of that hardware. And in case you didn't notice, I'm wearing my Pure Muscle shirt. It was a fundraising shirt for the Willamette River Keepers in Portland, Oregon, and it's all about the Western Pearl Shell. So if you don't know anything about the Western Pearl Shell, go to their website and read about it. It's actually really interesting, or at least I find it interesting. That's it for now. Take care.